The year was 2014. I'm pretty sure we all know what happened there. A certain Fazbear has came to our world, and it absolutely blew up in a good way. And then a certain king came around and played the game and gave it life. Literally, I am not joking. When things became popular, certain Fnaf fan games that we all know and love. Like some examples, Five Nights at Treasure Island, Five Nights at Wario, The Joy of Creation, and so much more. But there was one Fnaf fan game series that was completely forgotten by all. Despite how much views it got him, it was completely forgotten by almost everyone for a whole decade. And this franchise was called Five Nights at Team Rocket's HQ. And today I'm going to be going down to history and legend that this game brought upon us, just to be forgotten a whole decade later. And here how it became to be. The first demo of the game came out around 2015, January something. It says right there, but I don't know if this man played it exactly when it came out. And then later next month, the proper game fully came out around February. The reason why I'm not so certain when it actually came out, because if I go here, it doesn't exist anymore, the original one. But you can still find this game, so someone re-released it a year later. As you can see from right here, it's made from this person. What happened to them? I got no idea. Maybe someone knows and they can tell me. I don't know. But right now, let's talk about the game. But before we start, every time you beat the night, you'll get a password right there. And that is just in case if you die. You can, well, use this all the way down there to type in password from that night. So yeah, it's one of those games that actually don't have any buttons to get in at night, and it has passwords instead. So how neat is that? When you begin a new night, you'll get this.
Pikachu was lost from dear old Professor Oak as he was preparing the starters. He then had borrowed 2 Pokemon from the Unova region for a young boy named Edward Hodges. Since he had lost... This is so loud. Since he has lost his Pokemon, there was no signs of these missing Pokemon. Oh, jeez, I'm gonna have to turn down my volume. Night 1.
The night will begin, you'll get a phone call, and you will learn one mechanic. The most important mechanic, the space bar. The first Pokemon that will be active tonight is Snivy. And also yes, these are indeed Pokemon, not animatronics. Some story I'll get down to later. And also another Pokemon that is also active tonight, and that is Oshawott too. Have to give her Snivy and Oshawott. If one of them either disappears from Cam 7 or Cam 8, just click the spacebar button and you should be fine. But don't spam it, because that leads to death. And the same goes for Oshawott too. And also apparently Pikachu is also active at night 1. I know, 3 characters in the first night. Don't worry, he acts the same. The next night, night 2. The phone guy will be talking about a new Pokemon in Camp 5. Once they are active, they will sing their little melody. Supposedly, this is supposed to be our Foxy character. And this is the melody I was talking about. I'm sure she's supposed to be like a Foxy, but she acts like everyone else. Just when they disappear, click the button and you should be fine. But not only Jigglypuff is active this night, there is a secret character, what you could call a Golden Freddy. That's right, a Masigno. They will just pop up randomly around night 2 and at 2 AM and just flip the camera up and down. And you will never see them again. Night 3. A new and last Pokemon will be active is Mewtwo. That's right, they even got a legendary in here. Once you hear glass breaking and some creepy whispering, he'll be in your office and you just flip the camera up and down. Like Masigno. And yeah, he will only attack once per night. Sure, he might be gone, but that you'll never see him until the next night. But for some reason, every time Mewtwo attacks, Jigglypuff will also attack very fast, even though she's far away. So just click the spacebar when you're done with Mewtwo. Night 4 and Night 5 are pretty much the same. Just except they're just gonna be a lot more aggressive. At night 4, the phone guy will give us some lore drop. Ooh, we need that juicy lore. And about why the Pokemon are here, and why they are looking like this. Well, the phone guy will give it to you all before dying.
So, the reason that you're here again is because of the rumors I'm hearing. These Pokemon are actually dead bodies that are being controlled. We've never seen anything like this, but some people think they came all the way from Lavender Town. Hey, neither of us like the place.
Must be embarrassing to get killed by a balloon. Oh wait. And then the night 5 stuff, and then demon stuff, and all that stuff. One strange bug that I will mention that happens every night. Once it hits 5 AM, all Pokemons are gone. And you would know this since Mewtwo is back at their tube. That means the AI just stopped, and then you can finally rest until 6 AM. Once complete night 5, you'll get this.
Okay. Edward Hodges then decided to quit his job of becoming a night guard. He also quit becoming part of Team Rocket and began a new happy life once again. The ghosts were speaking to never come back.
Ooh, I'm shivering in my pants. It's just as scary as these wordings from Five Nights at Wario. So spooky. Oh yeah, did I mention there was a sequel? Is the gameplay good? No, not really. Does the visuals look appealing? You can see it for yourself. But can it be creepy? Definitely, and that's why I love it. It uses ambiance that just chills you down in the spine. If you're a chicken, and that I am indeed a chicken. Here's one of the audios from the game. What am I talking about? This is fire! Despite some things I really love about this game, it's just not a good game, I'll say it. Everything is just stolen images. I mean, sometimes that's not really a bad thing. Just look at this franchise. Five Nights at Wario became one of the most biggest Fnaf franchise at all time. And that's because of the ideas and mechanics. And as for Team Rocket, all you just gotta do is just click one button. And that's about it. Oh yeah, you also got a mouse, but that's about it. Despite how bad this game is, I really love it. And some other people, not a whole lot, loves this franchise too. And I got evidence for that. And there's fan games of this too, like the All Collection. Oh. Or the Recoded. Oh, at least we got the Recoded. Okay, thank gosh. We also do got these two reimaginings that I will get to in a bit. But just in short term. But right now, let's move on to Five Nights at Team Flayers, the sequel for Five Nights at Team Rockets. It starts off of coffee for some reason, and then boom, you're in an office and you have a lot of cameras that just only leads to one way. It's just the middle, and you gotta wind up the music box, and you have a Pikachu mask. Why? Who knows? Two Pokemon will be active tonight: the cat and the puppet thing. I don't remember their names, but I'm too lazy to look them up right now. But make sure to have the mask on when they instantly appear. If they are there while your mask is up, you're instantly dead.
Strategical!
One of the things that I do find really creepy about this game is the puppet that I'm too lazy to look up again. Benanea. Okay, that's your name. For some reason, the image that they use for his jump scare, it's this monstrosity. Even now, I don't even know what I'm looking at. Cause that is definitely no Benanea. And around the time when I was so young, I don't even know what this thing was. I thought it was a messed up looking Onyx. I am not joking, I thought it was an Onyx. And for some reason, the game over, it's just a zombie Pikachu. That one was also pretty easy to find too. But this one doesn't really make sense as the other game over screen. As for the first game, this image does make sense, because it does look like you got slaughtered by a Pikachu. But as for this, you can't even make out thanks to the static. Anyways, back to this. Actually, I fooled myself again, and you guys. Apparently also in Night 1, there's a Meowth. That looks like they just messed up his mouth. I actually kind of like it. Unlike Five Nights at Team Rocket, I haven't really played this one yet. Oh wait, there were actually free characters, because apparently there's also Eevee. But don't worry, almost all of them act the same. Every last one. Well, except for the puppet, but you gotta have a music box in there. Once you beat the first night, you'll beat a Pikachu. There's minigame lore. We need big lore. What happened to these Pokemon? And then right up there, you'll meet ourselves a purple guy, Red, who desires blood. And then night 2 happens, nothing too important. One thing I will mention about this, all the gameplay is scripted. The Pokemon will attack one by one. Half the time you won't even see some of the Pokemons, like Pikachu, Snivy, Wobbuffet, and some others. Night 2 will bring in a new Pokemon, and that is Oshawott, as his brain is showing. I actually do like this version of Oshawott, it's kinda cool, despite how gruesome it is. And after you beat Night 2, you are Snivy, wandering around the forest, just being free. Until you intrude in someone's house with a dead Pikachu. And then you talk with the trainer guy.
I haven't paid close attention no more. But when I do, I'm always hungry for the color red. It suits me for the better good. It helps me become myself. Most importantly, I devour your soul for breakfast each of one of Edward's lost Pokemons.
At Night 3, another Pokemon will be active, and that's a blue Jigglypuff. And also, yes, the main 4 from the original game has came back, with some different looks to them. Jigglypuff's eyes are completely gone, Snivy's neck is apparently broken. They've been strangled by Homer apparently too much. Pikachu's ear just been bitten off, lucky. And then Oshawott's head just been ripped off entirely to probably look more like Wither Bonnie. And I kinda do like that. And also apparently for Mewtwo, he got body armor. He wasn't ripped to pieces, he got an upgrade. And also apparently another character, I guess is Golden Freddy, or what's supposed to appear at Night 5, but they couldn't show up, was this character. From one scene from one game, and that's about it. Apparently she was a part of the lore somewhere, but we will get to that later. Now the lore. Apparently Oshawott is going up a tower in Labrador Town. I don't know why, or why he's there in the first place. But the same way as Snivy and Pikachu did, he's also gonna meet his fate. Just look at those evil red eyes, that is no good. But you're still curiosity carries over. And die. That 4's minigame, apparently Jigglypuff is going around circles, accidentally looping herself. And every time she loops, it's getting darker and darker. Until she's in a maze from the Scary Maze game. And boom, apparently there's clones of himself. And apparently he's the entire floor before getting jump scared by the bloom themselves. In the Night 5 minigame, apparently you are playing as the Ghost Girl now. And she is going through the bloody maze. And once you've made it through the entire thing, you'll meet Red, trainer guy.
Welcome to my bloodshed. I have special guests. Pikachu, Snivy, Oshawott, and Jigglypuff, which are deceased. And the biggest guest is Mewtwo. You like it so bad that you want to join them? No, I'm going to force you do it!
And you're dead! Got some text. Why? And you thought that was it? Well, apparently there's a secret Night 6 that you put in the password for. And boom, Night 6. Once beat it, you'll get the 3rd game shown to us. Get ready! As there's the evil blue Charizard. And apparently the game is right there. Let's see it. Oh. Apparently there was a wiki for it. Just too bad the game is now cancelled. And it did show off some new Pokemon, and that was going to be Charizard and the Lapras. I think that's your name. And also apparently Aura. How is this kid so strong? Oh well, we'll never know. I think why there was never a 3rd game and the other 2 games were cancelled, because probably copyright. And it was probably around the time as Five Nights at Pokemon was also taken down too, because Nintendo copyright. Welcome to life. Now before this video ends, I'm gonna go through some fan games of Five Nights at Team Rockets and Team Flayers. And the first ever Fnaf fan game was 5 Funky Nights at Team Rockets HQ. That's right, it had their own Funkin' Nights. I have played the game only once, and I had no idea what I was doing. I never really played these type of games before. Other than Fnaf World, but that's kind of different. And then we have Five Nights at Team Rocket's Reimagined. Now sadly, I'm pretty sure this one is also cancelled too, for I guess unknown reasons. And it looked interesting enough, just too bad we can't play it. For right now anyways. Five Nights at Team Flayers HQ Reimagined, and Five Nights at Team Magma/Team Aqua HQ Reimagined. I am doing them both since they have been made by the same person named Evie Lover Does Gaming. I have indeed played both of them, and I say yeah, they were pretty fun. And then finally Five Nights at Team Rocket HQ Recoded, the newer one of the entry. I have no idea how to get past Snivy. And that's about the fan games that I can think of and find right now. Now despite how, well, what it looks like, I still really love this game. And some people are trying to bring it back to life again, despite how unknown they are. And that is the legend, and I guess the story you could say, of Five Nights at Team Rockets. And this franchise is one of my favorite franchises, even though what it looks. See you next time.
Bye bye.